and it's integrated with Ripple. Now the DTCC, the Fed before the Fed as we know, which sends over $1 quadrillion per year, and they're experimenting with DLT. Please recall Project Ion, keep your eye on the prize. The former CEO of this entire organization, which eclipses the Federal Reserve, Don Donahue, is a Ripple advisor. What? I have it all linked right here. Happy Friday to all, guys. Kevin Cage here with another cryptocurrency update. Let's dive into some rapid fire XRP news today. So this is pretty ironic. We have Jay Clayton, the former SEC chair, publishing this article yesterday. America's future depends on blockchain. The United States needs to act fast to preserve its advantage in the tokenization of our financial infrastructure. And please recall that 10% of GDP, we're talking trillions of dollars, is set to be tokenized in the years ahead. Cryptocurrency is not a fad. This is fundamental to the evolution of Web 3.0. Clayton served as SEC chair from 2017 to 2020 and now has plenty of vested interests against the digital asset XRP and, of course, the company Ripple. Right here, Jay Clayton and One River Asset Management. And he sits on the advisory council. You can see that he did in fact rejoin Sullivan and Cromwell as a senior policy advisor. And we can see One River Digital Asset Management, which was expected to hold about $1 billion worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum by early 2021. Can you say vested interest? Ripple under fire during his last day in office last December. And this is why Brad Garlinghouse actually posted the very article of Jay Clayton saying, Siri, play ironic. America's future depends on blockchain. XRP Darren going on to say, we know the ending, the Internet of Value, the IOV is the last puzzle piece of globalization. And this is said many times by Chris Larson, executive chairman of Ripple. Remember when Ripple, the company, just a couple months ago announced this $44 million joint venture centered around the environment, social, and governance. This JV partnership with fintech provider Nelnet Renewable Energy to fund the adoption of environmentally conscious solar energy initiatives across the US. Fast forward to yesterday, now we have the Zang.com will develop a carbon credit solution on the XRP ledger. The XRP ledger is carbon neutral. Keep an eye on other assets and blockchains or even DLT networks like Algorand and Hedera Hashgraph as well. They're some of the first movers and biggest blockchains in the space when it comes to considering the environmental impact, which is going to be a huge focus in the future. So in this context, we have Zang, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, preparing to launch the implementation of its voluntary carbon credit infrastructure to channel carbon credit offsets from the African Great Green Wall Initiative, developing this carbon credit solution on the XRP ledger itself for the issuance of tokenized carbon credits. So these standards right here are going to be based on IWA's token taxonomy framework for token standards and Interwork framework for smart contract standards, which will serve as the foundation to this carbon credit solution on the XRPL. Due to its federated consensus algorithm, the XRP ledger is significantly more energy efficient compared to proof-of-work blockchains and ensures low-cost transactions. You can also visit xrpl.org, think xrpledger.org, and you can actually see that they have a carbon calculator. So you can actually compare different amounts of transaction data, credit cards, cash, and cryptocurrency. And you can just see how much more efficient the XRP ledger is compared to other proof-of-work competitors. Significantly better for the environment. I also saw digital asset investors sharing this notice, referring to the Zang carbon credit solution for the XRP ledger, and look at this logo right here. And then he's actually referencing Tony Valentino, an old Twitter account, more on the conspiratorial side of things for XRP. So do your own research with that, just showing this right here, talking about the market cap going up by trillions of dollars in just a few weeks. But this is what actually intrigued me, shared by Sir Moon. Look at this with the Great Reset. It's the same exact logo that Zang uses. Pretty weird. And we'll look at this picture really quick if you guys are curious. Next up, we have Bank XRP sharing one of the clips from Ripple's annual event Swell, which just occurred last month. We have CEO of Ripple, we have the president of Queen's College at the University of Cambridge, along with the chief economic advisor right here, and one of the wealthiest men in the crypto market today. We're talking well over approximately $20 billion. This is Sam Bankman-Fried, the CEO of the crypto exchange, FTX. And I was just watching basketball the other night and saw FTX Arena. So check this out.
Crypto and blockchain are redefining our financial systems. And Ripple, in partnership with all of you, are building the infrastructure for the future of the global economy. You are at the forefront of innovation in fintech.
We're here today because we believe in bridges between traditional financial systems and the new world of crypto-enabled systems. It's all about unlocking boundaries.
Everywhere you look, there's a cryptocurrency-related headline. Companies are eager to be crypto-enabled. It's really accelerated a lot of our partnership discussions.
It's less about when you adopt crypto and more about like what you do and how you do it. Having that use case actually deliver value to whoever your users are, whoever your audience is, I think is the most important piece.
The mobile phone is the most democratizing force in the history of finance. We don't have to build bank branches anymore to serve people. We just have to bring them great digital services.
The global payment system just has to have disruption. It just has to.
From a customer perspective, they ask us all the time, where's my money? Using the solutions that we've built, payments are instant.
The Liquidity Hub is designed with infrastructure and systems to support long-term crypto adoption.
As a regulator, I care about effective and appropriate public policy. I think Congress needs to step up.
You're going to see institutions using DeFi. You're going to see the economics of DeFi, and it's going to be embedded into easy-to-use products, services, and markets.
It's about being the bridge between a growing world of tokenized assets and traditional enterprises that want to enter this space.
So right there, you just saw some of the biggest names in the crypto market, including the former CFTC chairman. Also wanted to share some good news. This is the Void, the NFT marketplace, which will be a lot more than just an NFT marketplace. You can follow them at Enter the Void NFT on Twitter. And as you can see, we are pleased to announce that Kevin Cage will be joining us as our first announced member of the Void Governance Council as a selected advisor. So I'm very excited to share more about this in the months ahead. This is going to be built right on top of Constellation, meaning that all of these NFTs are essentially free. There's not going to be any crazy gas fees. It's going to be infinitely scalable, like an NFT marketplace should be. There's going to be a lot of amazing platform features here, including for even Void Pass holders, whether that be additional meetups, of course donations, and grants. And let's just say that we have some of the biggest artists in the game on deck. I'm certain you guys have seen the massive news that FINASTRA just released, but let's go into this first and then we'll go into that. Matthew Liny, possible new Ripple partner. We have Fable Fintech. And notice this IBS Intelligence. Right here, IBS Intelligence. Fable Fintech launches an API hub to accelerate open banking adoption. Fable has processed around 8 million transactions, aggregating to an estimated US dollar valuation of $14 billion. Fable's platforms offer bank-grade security, compliance, and technology compatibility to facilitate faster go-to-market. The company embraces partnerships with other remittance and network companies like Swift, MasterCard, Visa, Ripple, and Western Union. Notice Ripple, the company, already named side by side with these behemoths because it's a lot further ahead in its technology. They can just move a lot faster than some of these massive, slow fintechs, let alone these slow banks or even card providers. That's why it's great to see a private company that is just up and at it. And that's why private companies can just move a lot faster than public companies. Although IPOing also raises money, you lose a lot of freedom and flexibility. Notice XRP Darren right here, right below this link. Usual suspects, India, RippleNet banks. Right under Fable, on their website, you can see their banks. HDFC is one bank in particular we've talked about many times on this channel, along with Standard Chartered, which is an investor in Ripple, and we've even discussed Access Bank in the past. So I saw Crypto Eddie share this, along with Jack the Rippler. So as we can see, we've talked about this Fusion Pay Plus solution because it's integrated directly into CLS and some of the biggest tech providers in the world. Believe it or not, this literally integrates XRP into the trillions of dollars of capital flow. This is one of the reasons we've been discussing XRP for the past 3 or 4 years. This rabbit hole goes too deep to ignore. So RippleNet via Fusion Total Messaging allows existing bank systems to route payments efficiently, leveraging instant settlement to transact in seconds instead of days. Taking a look at this is on finastra.com, and I'm sure you can just type in this title, and I did in fact retweet Crypto Eddies and Jack the Ripplers if you're curious. Managing cross-border payments easier with RippleNet. Finastra is one of the biggest technology providers in the world. This is not some small partnership by any means. This is not even speculating. These are the facts. Now, if you are on Twitter, I want you guys to go on Twitter in the search bar, type in Kevin Cage Pay Plus. You're going to come up to a thread that will absolutely blow your mind that I posted all about XRP from April 2020. As we know, FINASTRA, Ripple partner, 48 of the top 50 banks, probably bigger now. That one partner I just showed you that is Ripple integrated has 9,000 customers in 130 countries. Ripple integrated their global payment services hub, Global Pay Plus, with Ripple's DLT as a foundation. Back in 2020, 63% of banks are collaborating with fintechs on distributed ledger tech, shared by FINASTRA. FINASTRA's Pay Plus, this global solution integrated with Ripple, is the leading solution used by CLS, Continuous Linked Settlement, for the foreign exchange market for FX settlement, which sends over $6 trillion per day. Linked below. Now, CLS, they transact over 50% of that $6.6 trillion. And it's integrated with Ripple. Now, the DTCC, the Fed before the Fed, as we know, which sends over $1 quadrillion per year, and they're experimenting with DLT. Please recall Project Ion, keep your eye on the prize. The former CEO of this entire organization, which eclipses the Federal Reserve, Don Donahue, is a Ripple advisor. What? I have it all linked right here. R3, the DTCC.com, and Business Wire. Also, State Street, with FINASTRA and Temenos, they hold $30 trillion, more than 10% of the world's total assets. We have BNY Mellon, a Ripple partner, sitting side by side David Schwartz and Arthur Brito for PolySign, who custodied 1/4, 25% of total assets. So with 25% plus 10%, that's 35% of the world's wealth right there, has the ability and is already integrated with RippleNet through FINASTRA's Pay Plus. You can't make this up. Now, whether or not you think we have to wait for settlement, it's going to be a long ride, that is fine, but do not forget how deep this goes for XRP. Recall I just showed you Zhang and the carbon credits. I saw a silly comment on Instagram saying a Fed coin can replace XRP. I don't even have time to reply to that. Remember, open payments will win. And there's a variety of reasons per counterparty risk, anything in between. If you've listened to David Schwartz, if you've listened to any panel about open banking, there's just no competition. A 100% permission network just does not solve the problem. Yes, there's going to be networks that are permissioned and permissionless, but counterparty risk is an issue. JP Morgan will have JPM coin as an intra-network token rather than an inter-network token like XRP. And then all the other big banks say, well, I don't want to use JPM coin. There's counterparty risk. Why do we all have to trust you? We're back at the same problem that we were at originally. Why on earth would we go to a Fed coin when Web3 is upon us? When we're actually addressing this very problem that we've had for nearly 100 years, if not more. Also wanted to credit some of the best researchers in the game down below, so be sure to check this out. Again, go to Twitter, type in Kevin Cage Pay Plus, and you should be able to click this first one. Going through all of this. Absolutely insane. And check out these links. And then remember FINASTRA just dropping this 2 days ago, RippleNet integration. Cross-border payments with RippleNet, one of the largest companies in the world. And the guys that complained about XRP being under $1 for so long, they're not meant to make it. They can sell, they can leave. I know me and a lot of people are staying the course, and then we'll get called lucky in the future. But alright guys, that is enough out of me. For anybody that wants to have a backup exchange that is 100% free to always be able to buy or even sell your XRP, this is my chosen OTC broker. And yes, I saw complaints in the past because they were not open 24/7. Well, they just released that they are now officially open 24/7. You want to have backup plans for your backup plans and set this up when price action is low and boring, when people are giving up on the market. Sharpen your sword while everybody else set theirs down. You can scroll in every video description of every video I do. Best OTC broker, my chosen exchange for taking profit post-moon. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time.